Natural Saturday, the meditation part of our program. My name is William Michael Forbes. I'm a spiritual medium, a channel, and an intuitive life coach. And today we are going to be working on silencing the mind. Is going to be the focus of the meditation. We're going to keep it really short and really sweet, but I promise you that if you do the simple process that we lay out for you, your mind will actually begin to become still. A lot of people don't realize that the mind is not who they are. The thoughts, the emotions that are going through your nervous system, most of them aren't even yours. You did not ask for them. They were given to you by your environment. With that in mind, please be aware that once you make that distinction between your emotions as simply energy connected to certain thoughts in your mind and your thoughts and yourself, and you make that distinction, you're not your thoughts, you're not your emotions. They are simply information and responses to information in your mind. These emotions that get triggered from your mind's interaction with the body, because your mind interacts with the body. Thoughts affect the body. Your awareness of thought allows you to change them, which means you can alter the effect that thought would have upon your body. One of the simplest things in getting your mind still and quiet is so simple that a lot of people have difficulty with it. You've been so conditioned to believe that complexity is necessary in order to find fulfillment and happiness that the simplicity of this may escape some of you because you are so used to things being more complicated than what they need to be. And so when we do this simple process to get your mind quiet and still, you will be finding that it's not as difficult as you thought. For those of you that believe that your emotions are something that are beyond your control, for those of you that believe that your mind is beyond your control, that the thoughts you have in your head you cannot control, this may be a little more difficult for you because you believe that your thoughts and your emotions are more real than you are. Although you are quite aware of them, you find yourself indulging in them and find yourself therefore suffering under that indulgence. There are some of you that gain benefit from your negative emotions because there are certain energies that happen in your body when you are emotional, chemistry that your body can get accustomed to, and therefore it wants that emotion in order to feel that chemistry. But that is amenable to change as well. Silencing the mind is not that difficult. However, if you depend on the world around you, if you depend upon the world around you to give you comfort, to give you what you need all the time, then you have lost your dependence upon yourself and your own awareness. And the goal today is to simply allow you to experience that you can silence your mind. Even if it's only to a slight degree, if you experience any degree of silence taking place in your mind, which in turn brings silence and peace to your body, to whatever degree, know that to that degree you have made a movement into bliss. The first steps towards bliss begin with the quieting of the mind and the stilling of the body. The first steps towards bliss begin this way. And you get to orchestrate this. You do not have to depend upon anything outside of you, not even these words that you hear, when you understand the experience that you feel when you assert authority over your mind and your body. That authority gives you an awareness that you may not have possessed it previously. But I can assure you, as you go through this process, simply give a willingness to your mind, give a willingness to your mind that it can be still and quiet and peaceful for you, because it is meant to be your servant, not your master. And most of what's in it isn't even yours. And most of the emotions you have aren't even yours. They're just connected to those thoughts. Most of what you've got has come from this world. And now you get to build a new world, a new earth in your mind. A new mind is a new earth for you. We always begin at the beginning, the one area that you may assert immediate control over your body. Because first, we must get you to place your body into a position that it will be comfortable in and will not be disturbed. You do not need to be a practicing yogi or master. You simply have to know how to follow basic instructions simply and easily. There is no complexity here. It is very, very simple. Very, very simple. You have this wonderful instrument, your body, that you can make breathe. You can make your body breathe. You are now asserting your will over the form, your will over the form with that breath when you breathe. Many of you might think, oh, I'm just breathing. No, you are asserting your will over matter. Understand the relationship that you bear to matter as a soul. As a soul, you utilize the construction of matter in the form of this body to assert your will as a creator in this dimensional realm of experience. Being able to deliberately breathe your body is an assertion of that will that the body cannot ignore. The body cannot ignore that. Once you begin to understand that you are asserting will over matter, the first step is taken. Do this now. Take a breath now. Breathe deeply. And release that breath. You are asserting your will over the body now. And it might get a little anxious because you might hold your breath a little longer, or it might want you to breathe a little sooner because now it can feel that you are asserting will over it. So to breathe slowly and gently, to feel your will's assertion over that body. From that perspective of awareness, where you recognize, I assert this idea over this body, and it complies, it follows, it carries out my command. It follows my direction. And it is designed to follow your direction. That's what it is designed to do, that body that you're in. It is designed to follow your direction, as is your mind designed to follow your direction. There's no confusion in this. It is very simple. The body was designed to follow your direction, not for you to follow its direction, but for it to follow your direction. So now you have this simple first step of breathing, asserting your will consciously over the body, so that you return it to a state where it is not agitated or moving. You return it to a state of stillness with your breath. And any time your body seeks to distract you with an itch or a ting or anything of that sort, simply assert your will in the form of breath over the body. So the itch is there, you feel it, you breathe, you release. And you continue to release all distractions, because this is what you're now doing. You're using your will over matter to release all distraction from your body, so that it will not disturb you when we move to the mind. But that process of breathing is an assertion of your will over matter. It's important you understand the simplicity of this. Your will is designed to organize matter, not be subjective to it. Secondarily, we have this thing called thought, the invisible realm that's not invisible to who you are, but it is invisible to others that observe. But in your mind, you can have thoughts and memories and images and considerations about what may come and what may not come. all this information in your mind is not who you are, and the emotions that those thoughts stimulate are not who you are. Both the thoughts and the emotions are designed to serve you and follow your direction as equally as your body is designed to follow your direction. It is simply a matter of applying the simplicity of breath for the body. And in the simplicity of that breath, you can assert the same authority over your mind. Over your mind, you can assert the same authority over your mind as you do with your breath, assert authority over that physical body. We will make this very simple. It is the only way to make it. Otherwise, it would be too complex, like your mind already is too complex. You use the breath to still and quiet the body. Then you use your breath to still and quiet the mind. Remember, your mind is a construction of thoughts and information acquired through your senses and other realms. But we will only address the information acquired through your 5 physical senses, because that is what most of you struggle with, what you've been taught or told to believe or not to believe, what you've heard on this show or seen on that movie, all of these different things that you've seen that are put in your mind but are not yours, but they're in there because you observed them, you accepted them when you observed and listened. But the same process works true for your mind, that simple, easy process of breath and giving a new thought to your mind to be still, quiet, peaceful, and receptive to you. It's very simple, yes? Once there is silence in your mind, that is when you can begin to consider making a new mind for yourself, a mind that is yours. When your mind is silent, that is when you can begin to consider making a new mind for yourself other than the mind that the world has given you. Very simple, isn't it? That you get to actually create your own mind instead of the one that the world has given to you. Many of you struggle with the thoughts, the fears, the guilts, the shames that have been acquired and impregnated into that mind. Things have been impregnated into that mind, and now you can decide, I do not want to be this mind anymore. I want to be of a new mind, that I get to decide what thoughts will I have fill my mind, what emotions will I have course through my body as chemistry, which causes actions in your body. And so we'll make this very simple for you. We will take a few questions, and then we will go forward with the meditation. Yeah. Yes, to realize that you have the power. I'm just feeling the energy of Buddha, because the energy of bliss requires no thought. The energy of bliss requires no thought. Now, where did I put those? Need to find. Probably up on my desk. Okay, let's see. Bliss requires no thought. Bliss requires no thought. It requires very little, in fact, to move into that state of being. The nature of what you are is bliss. The nature of knowing what you are is bliss. It requires no thought. It requires no distraction. It simply requires that you be what you are and aware that you are what you are being. In that, there is bliss. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Hi, everybody. We're going to take about 4 questions, and then we're going to go right into the meditation. And again, this is really exciting. This is the simplest part. It really is simple. I mean, when he came in and he said, William, it's time to get people to understand that silencing the mind is very simple. It's not meant to be a complexity. It's a simplicity. Much of what you read about many of the masters has been rewritten. Okay. Good morning, Allison. Allison's question was, the energetic download from source too much for me, and the cause of my collapse and concussion. No, that's not what I'm getting. There is, yeah. Yeah. Okay, but I can't say that. Yeah. Yeah. Allison, what you need to do is you need to send me, give me your email address. You can send your email address to my email, William Michael Forbes59@gmail.com, because it's not something that I can share on air. It's not something that you want me to share on air with that. But I can tell you this, that it's important that you start drinking water in slightly larger quantities that you do. Also, they're telling me iron is another thing that you can begin to increase your iron. Yeah, and something about, we'll get into that more, but send me your email and I'll give you some more details. Hi, Bogimila. Question from Bogimila. Thank you for that super chat. The other night, my toes were tingling. Who or what was that a sign of? Yes, grounding. Okay, there's these beings. They're animal spirits. Go to a forest. Get your feet in the forest floor. Get your feet in the forest floor, where you feel your feet go in the forest floor. Yes. Allow what needs to come up to come up. Allow what needs to move down to move down. There's an actual energy that you will feel come up through your feet, and you'll feel a corresponding energy coming down. Let it go through and into the earth through your feet. Yes. Cool. Yeah, these animal spirits are very cool. They're darker in color. The closest I can, they're like the size of large beavers. These animal spirits, like the size of large beavers. Really cool. But they don't have tails. They're just like rounded. Really cool. Very similar to that. That's cool. Question from Tanya. What is it with my root chakra that makes the incoming energies burn me up like this? Feels like a strong electric fire, almost too much to take. Tanya, you got to draw the energy up. You have to draw the energy up. You can't leave it down in the root chakra. You got to tighten that lower energy center up and draw the energy up from there. Draw the energy up to the pineal gland. You need to unite the lower frequency to the higher. You need to unite the lower frequency to the higher. Wow. Okay, we'll do 1, 2, 3, one more question. Question from Nancy. When something disturbs me and I say something, it turns into conflict with family. Should I not say anything? Welcome to the real world, where you get to decide who is worthy of your word and your wisdom. Those that do not wish to receive cannot receive. Even if you offer it, even if you were to dump it over their heads, if they're not willing to receive, they would not even know you pulled it over their heads like that. Yeah, don't try to get people to accept what you know they cannot accept. You're welcome, Allison. Please send me your email. Okay, so the meditation is going to be very, very, very simple. We're just going to take a few breaths together. But in each breath, your intention for your body is simple. That every muscle, every nerve, every organ, every gland, you're going to give it permission to become open and receptive to your awareness only. You're going to give your body, all the muscles, all the nerves, all the organs, all the glands, right down to the marrow of your bones, every ligament, every tendon, every molecule that makes up that body, every cell, every single subatomic particle, everything of that body. Give it complete and total permission to become open and receptive to your awareness. You want to prepare the ground, right? So you want to prepare the ground, because when you start to create new thought and new mind, then it will affect the body in a new way. So with each breath, and we're going to do 3 of these breaths, on each breath, as you're exhaling, you're giving permission completely and totally to every molecule, nerve, organ, gland of that body to become open and receptive to your awareness. And you make that, you can use the statement like that. I give you permission to become open and receptive to my awareness. You want to give your body that statement in your mind as you're exhaling. And then you do the same thing on your inhale. You think into the body, I'm giving you complete and total permission to relax, become open and receptive to my awareness. So on the out breath and the in breath, you're having that thought form in your mind. That's the one thought you want to keep in your mind with each breath. And feel what happens as you exhale. Let the body go, because you have to, if you're giving it permission, let those muscles go. Let the facial muscles relax, the shoulders relax, let everything relax. Fall in line. Let it fall in line with your suggestion that you want it to become open and receptive to your awareness. That'll be step 1. Step 2, we'll do the same thing. We'll do 3 very slow, deep breaths. And on the in-breath for your mind, you're going to be thinking, I give my mind permission to become silent, calm, peaceful, open, and receptive to my awareness. You're going to do the same thing with your mind. You're going to give your thoughts permission to become still, quiet, open, and receptive to your awareness. So the relationship between mind and body, we align them. That's what we're doing with you. We're showing you how to realign mind and body. It's not complex. It does not have to be difficult, but you do have to be persistent, depending upon the degree and extent that your mind and body have been running out of control and for how long. So if you've been on medication for a long time to control emotions and feelings, it might take you longer to train your mind and body to get to that place where they're just open and receptive to your awareness. But I'll tell you, when you get to that place, it is peaceful, it is quiet, and it is beautiful. And that's when you can start building a new mind. And that in turn causes a new body to begin to emerge and a new world around you as well. It's very fascinating. So take a long, slow, deep breath. We'll begin this now. A long, slow, deep breath in, and fill your lungs completely as you draw your breath in through the nose, filling your lungs in, giving your body permission to become relaxed, open, and receptive to your awareness. Every muscle, every nerve, every organ, every gland, as you inhale and exhale, giving it permission to relax fully and completely. Deliberately giving every molecule that makes up that body permission to become open and receptive to your awareness. Breathe in again. Hold it. And as you exhale, giving every molecule, nerve, organ, gland, complete permission to relax, to become open and receptive to your awareness. As you complete the exhale, allow yourself to feel the muscles, nerves, organs, glands letting go, turning loose, becoming open and receptive to your awareness. And drawing another slow, deep breath in. Hold it. And as you exhale, giving the entire body, all of its molecules, permission to go deeper and become more open and receptive to your awareness. Feel and give the body complete permission to let go, to turn loose, to relax. If any part of your body requires a little bit more permission, give it more permission. That shoulder, let it go. The muscles around the right thigh, let them go. Give them permission to let go. That's it. Give the muscles around the pelvis permission to let go. Give all the facial muscles permission to let go. Give the muscles in your feet permission to let go. And breathe in deeply again. Hold it. As you exhale, give the body permission to go deeper still. And tell your body to go deeper and deeper. Tell it to become completely open and receptive to your awareness. Now move your awareness into the space in the middle of your head, the very center of the physical brain. Move your awareness there now. Just observe any thoughts, memories, images, or considerations that are there at this time, and draw a slow, deep breath into your mind. Draw a breath into your mind. Hold that breath in your mind. And as you exhale, allow all thought, all memory, all image, all emotion to become still and quiet and open to your awareness. Giving all thought, all memory, all considerations permission to be completely still and quiet. Giving them your permission. And draw in another slow, deep breath into your mind. Holding the breath in your mind. As you exhale, exhaling all thought, all memory, all images, all considerations out of your mind as you exhale. Letting all thought, all memory, all consideration to be still, quiet. Allowing your mind to become open and receptive to your awareness. And breathe deeply into your mind, drawing in another breath into your mind. Holding that breath. And as you exhale, releasing all thought, all memory, all image, all consideration, giving your mind permission to be still, calm, peaceful, open, and receptive to your awareness. Giving your mind permission to be still, quiet, and peaceful. Anytime a thought or memory or image attempts to surface, simply use your breath and fill the mind with your breath. And exhale and release that thought, that emotion, that image, that memory. Just release it. Give your mind permission to be still, quiet, and peaceful. And now allow yourself to feel the sensation of your mind and body to the degree of the state that you've allowed. You can use your breath to send your mind and body deeper into stillness and silence. Notice that your awareness becomes more aware of the things that the senses pick up, but do not let them distract you. Just be aware of the stillness that is taking place in your mind and in your body. Your breath is very important. You can use your breath to breathe into mind or body, to instruct both mind and body to become still, quiet, open, and receptive to your awareness. Now just observe the sensation in the body as it goes deeper. Give your body permission to go deeper into being relaxed, open, and receptive to your awareness. This releases resistance from your body and from your mind. Without resistance from your mind and body, you can begin the process of rebuilding both deliberately, intentionally, lovingly. If your mind is still trying to run from one thing to another, simply breathe into the mind. And use your breath to give your mind permission to be still, quiet, and peaceful. Notice how the body feels each time you give the mind permission to be even more still, silent, and receptive. Be aware of the way your body and your mind are reacting and responding to this process as you're experiencing it right now. Draw a breath into the body. Fill your mind and body with your breath. And as you exhale, let all thought, any remaining tension in the body to go completely. It is when your mind is still and your body is quiet that you may begin the process of recreating your own mind, your own world, your own life. In the silence is where you can create, undistracted by your senses, undistracted by your memories, undistracted by your concerns. When this instrument is still and quiet, that is when you can create deliberately and consciously. Consider this thought. Consider this thought. Your true nature is that you are love. Consider the thought that you as an awareness are love. You as an awareness are love. It is your true nature. Your mind and body are instruments that you utilize as mechanisms to learn to articulate and express that which you are as an extension of love. Very gently now, very, very gently, use your breath to bring your awareness into this present moment of the body. Allow the eyes to gently open and allow yourself to feel the difference in the body system and in the mind. That this is a simple process that you can repeat. And the more you do it, the more your body and mind learn to take instruction from you rather than from the world. People are directed by the world in so many different ways. You have to teach your mind and body to be what you need them to be. Instead of you trying to accommodate everything that's going on in there, you need to teach your mind or reteach your mind and body that it is your servant, not your master. This simple technique, if you apply it consistently, you can do the breathing longer for body and mind. You can take it deeper and deeper and deeper. But we simply wanted to introduce you to this methodology because there's no greater time for simplicity than now. There's a million different complexities, but this we wanted to be very simple. So please use this. Yes. So I hope that you were able to see when the notifications happened, you might have felt the way the body and the mind responded to them, but you as an awareness, what did you do? And I noticed what somebody said. She felt the body react to the notifications, right? That's a body's reaction to something that's coming to the senses. But if you as an awareness, I'm aware my body's reacting that way, and you use your breath, you return it to stillness. Always use the breath consciously. It's an authority of your divinity over matter. That's what when you assert your breath in that fashion, you're asserting your authority, your divine authority over matter with your breath. For those of you that have minds that are very busy, you may need to apply this more frequently for longer periods of time to re-educate your mind to be your servant, not your master, to re-educate your body to be your servant, not your master. It takes time. Yes. Hello, Danielle. Hi, Pokemilla. Yes. The reason you have a difficult time with your son-in-law is because he does not understand love. He does not understand love, nor does he believe it. And take one more question. Please do this. This is very simple. We're going to, for those of you that are already signed up for the Week of Healing on August the 2nd, go to my website and check on my shop on my website, special events that are there. Week of Healing, 5 days of healing, 5 days of awakening. Please, you will learn how to heal your mind and your body in 5 days. You can learn to do this. This is just a simple process to the degree and extent that you allow the process to work under your direction, because you're directing the body to relax. You're learning to train your own mind to be what you need it to be. And there's no more important a time for you to be able to run your own mind than now. Because right now the world, advertisers, television, news, everything is competing to control your mind, and you have to get authority over your mind, or you will continue to feel like you're being pulled hither and thither. So please practice simple technique, but also consider joining us for that 5 days of healing or the 5 days of awakening. Go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. I'll put a link in this video below so that you can click on that. Yeah. Anyway, I want all of you guys to have a wonderful, joy-filled weekend. I am going on a hiatus for a bit, so I will do the best I can to try and come live on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. We also will probably have some surprise events that will likely come up from what we're being told. So be prepared. We could come on at different times. I have no idea. We've never gone on a hiatus like this with our guides and angels working with us, so it should be quite exciting. If you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell. You'll get notified whenever we come live. And if you want to know more about what I do, you can go to my website, williammichaelforbes.com. If you want to support this work further, you can become a member of my Patreon page, patreon.com/William Michael Forbes. I want to thank Master Buddha's energy for being present with us today. And I want to thank all of you for your time, your patience, your focus, and your presence, and sharing your time. Much love to everybody. Have yourselves a wonderful and a joy-filled weekend. We will see you when we see you next. Bye for now.